So this outreach script has helped me and my students sign 75 plus copywriting clients in the past couple of months. In fact, it's working so well, they're signing clients right now as we speak. They have been all weekend. So in this video, I thought I would help you. If you're someone who's struggling with signing copywriting clients, man, I want to fix that for you today. We're gonna go over what to say, how to say it, and the deep psychological tricks that you need to sign clients consistently. So without further ado, let's do it. So let's go over the deep psychological principles that once you master will make signing copywriting clients literally effortless. You'll be able to craft winning outreach scripts time and time again in a matter of minutes. Starting with mental chemistry. You see, to sign clients, you must be able to create action from your leads. The reason you're not making any money with copywriting is you can't get people to take action. No action means no responses on your outreach, no clicks on your sales page, no buys, no whatever, meaning no clients, meaning no money. If you can generate lots of action, you get lots of clients and lots of money. It's that simple. So it all comes back to creating action. Well, how do we create action? Well, we create action by exposing our leads to different stimuli to see how they react. And so you have a human, you have a lead, and then you have a stimuli, which is your copy, what you put in front of them. And when you put something in front of someone, they're going to react in some way. There could be no reaction. That could be their reaction, is a lack of one. But we want you to be able to put copy in front of people that gets action. It gets people to do stuff. And so an example of stimuli would be a subject line, a video, thumbnail, or the actual video, an intro, the email, a sales page, a DM, literally any piece of copy anywhere is a stimuli. And so let's look at this example here. So here's an example of bad mental chemistry. I want you to imagine you have a beaker here. You have the lead. You have the water that's already here. When you put a stimuli in there that's weak, nothing happens. No reaction, no chemistry. It's just like nothing. It just dissolves and nothing. But if you have a lead and you introduce a strong stimuli, that's when you get that elephant toothpaste-like action, like the Mr. Beast video where they drop one little thing in a bucket and it just explodes into fill up an entire house. That's what we want to be able to do. And if you can't do that, that's why you're not getting clients. It's because your stimuli is weak. Your subject line is weak. Your email copy is weak. Your loom is weak. Your response is weak. Everything is weak. So how do we make it strong? Well, like I said, if the stimuli you're exposing your leads to are weak, then your leads will not take action, meaning no clients and no money for you. But if the stimuli you're exposing your leads to are strong, then your leads will take action, meaning clients and money for you. If you want to know why people are signing clients, you see them in my videos, in my interviews, it's because they've learned how to create strong stimuli. And if you don't have clients, man, this is your problem. Like literally, there's no other way. This is first principles. If you don't have clients and you're taking action, it's because you're not making strong stimuli. There's no other explanation. So let's go over how to create strong stimuli so that you can solve this problem. So to do that, we need to understand mental levers. You see, we need to create stimuli that pull the right mental levers that create action from our leads. So I want you to imagine you have the Minecraft levers here. You've got 10 levers and you're trying to pull all these things, but nothing's happening. You have to find that right lever that when you pull, stuff happens. When you use an outreach, people respond. When you hop on a call with them, they buy your stuff. They buy your services. They buy your copy. Whenever you write copy for them, people buy their stuff, so you make more money. We must understand how to pull mental levers. And so if you want a human to act, our body doesn't act on its own, right? At least like consciously. There must be something put into the mind, and the mind tells us to act. So my mind is saying, hey, wave at the camera, and I'm waving at the camera. So if you want someone to click their button on their computer, you must influence their mind using a mental lever. So let's go over the two sets of levers that we can use to create this action that we want. And the first is human general levers. Now, these are levers that exist in every single human everywhere. They exist across all of humanity. And these are God-given. This is how God programmed our mental characteristics to be. And part of it's just like our sinful nature, right? Like people are always usually greedy and fearful and all those things. Like it's just like the sinful nature of humans. It's kind of pre-programmed inside of us. But all humans have these, and they can be leveraged across all niches. So no matter what niche, who you're targeting, or where, you can use these principles. That's why they're so powerful. They're the most powerful. So let's go over just a few powerful ones. There's literally hundreds of these. I don't have time to show you guys all of them. It would take too long, but I'm going to give you some of the most powerful ones to use when it comes to outreach. And the first is reciprocity. You see, humans want things to be just and fair. We have this natural desire for things to just be fair. things to be just. That's why we like watching like these Judge Judy type shows and watching like lawyer shows, is we like to see like things be fair. We hate when things are not fair. And because of that, we don't like to owe anyone something. So we always want to pay back our favors and debts. So like if your friend like covers for you or does a favor for you, like you want to pay them back inherently. Some people you might like not think like as far as like debt, like a credit card or something, we see that as differently because we don't see our company. We don't see like Chase credit card as being like a person. But anytime like your friend or something or someone does something for you, you just want to pay that back. You want things to be fair. You don't want to owe them anything. And this is a very, very powerful lever, because if you can pull this lever, then you can leverage it to get people to take action with you. So if you lead with some kind of free value, free something, you give something to them, what do they want to do? Inherently, they want to give back to you. Do you see how powerful these things are? You must know how to create action. And this is why lead magnets work, right? So people will exchange their email and want to like go through your funnel because you gave them something for free. Like you guys watching this video, some of you might go down in the description and check out my sales page for my offer just because I'm helping you out with this free video. Like that's the law of reciprocity. And it's really, really powerful for getting people to take action. And so you must leverage it in your outreach. Next is personalization. You see, humans naturally assign more value and attention to things that are personalized to them. Think about your name and how to influence and influence people. I think it's Dale Carnegie says like, a person's name is the sweetest word they can ever hear because it's completely personalized, right? It's our name. And so humans assign more value and attention to things that are personalized to them. Like whenever you use their name or you make something specifically for them, like it's one of one. Think about if you get something customized, like, I don't know, like a baseball bat or something, or get your name engraved on your phone. Like it becomes more valuable to you. And also usually personalized things make people perceive that more effort was involved in creating the thing, which signals more value. So if you get something personalized, it took more effort than something that was not personalized. If you get a laptop that is completely personalized from Apple for you, it has like all of your stuff in here already, like they made it just for you, you just understand that it took a lot more effort than just making a laptop for everyone, for general use. Now, the cool part is, due to technology, we can now leverage like AI and all kinds of different tech and stuff to personalize things without it taking more effort from us. That's where you can leverage a lot of this principle, is when you can send outreach that looks extremely personalized, but it really isn't. You can send it at scale. That's how you can use this thing. But if you guys don't have any clients yet, you should just be personalizing every email because you just want to get someone to take action. You must learn how to use these principles. So personalization is huge, 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 huge. Always use names, always personalize things to people as much as you can. Next is curiosity. You see, God has wired our brains to reward us with dopamine when we satisfy our curiosity. So anytime there's something curious, and then like you click it or you watch the video, or you find out like who did the thing, who the mystery was about, like you get this dopamine hit. You're like, yeah, I got it. I get it now. It all clicks. That's how our brains are wired. And this leads us to do a couple different things. The first is like to create things. So we love to create things out of curiosity. And also solving problems, like using our curiosity to lead us to solve problems. But this principle can also be leveraged to generate action to satisfy that curiosity. So if you bring up this curiosity in whatever you're doing, in all your copy, whatever, people want to continue taking action to satisfy that curiosity. So think about like an email subject line saying, "It's time, ... or "It's here, ... What does that do? You're like, oh, what is it? Why is it here? Why does this matter? All these questions pop up. And so what do those questions do? Well, those questions are now building this desire to take an action, which is to open the email, to figure it out. Or if you see like a really interesting, intriguing thumbnail on a YouTube video, and you're like, what is that? You want to click. And so this lever is extremely powerful, especially when it comes to us writing copy, to getting people to take that next step, to take action through the funnel. And so curiosity is created by creating questions, withholding information, and slowly releasing relevant information. So I want you to think about a detective show. They always kind of start the same way. Something happens, which makes you wonder, who did it? How did this happen? What's going on? All these questions pop up. And then during the show, they don't tell you all the information you need immediately, right? You slowly get these clues. Clue here, clue here, clue here. You started piecing things together in your mind because you want to be the person who solves the problem, right? You want to put everything together and be like, oh, I get it now. I get the riddle. And so imagine if one of these shows, you just instantly knew who did it as soon as the show started. I think how boring that would be. No dopamine at all. It's completely boring. Now think about if they didn't give you any information, the whole episode to the very end. It'd be extremely boring, right? So they pose all these questions and they didn't give you any like leads, no information, no nothing to figure out, like no clues. You're just clueless. And so curiosity is all about creating questions, withholding information, and slowly releasing it. So people are like feeling like they're getting closer and closer to answering. And it just builds that dopamine, builds curiosity. So yeah, think about detective shows. This is extremely powerful when going through your funnel. If you don't have curiosity in your subject line, in your email body copy, if you send a loom to them or your free value, whatever it is, you must hold curiosity. So never give them everything, because that's not going to help them. They're going to just be bored and click off. You want to release things slowly over time, withholding information. The last one is extremely important, and I don't see anyone talk about this, but this is one of the most important principles that I've ever utilized in my entire journey, which is I call it the anti-beneficiary. It really just means non-neediness. So I thought about this a lot to kind of figure out why. Like, why do humans give importance to this? And I think I figured it out. Well, humans naturally avoid deals and partnerships or working with people who are needy. Why is this? Well, subconsciously, we know that those people are more likely to take unethical action due to their circumstances than someone who is less needy. So think about someone who is starving and they walk through a market, they don't have any food. Like, who's more likely to steal? The person who is starving or the person who is full? Well, probably the person who is starving. Like, they're more likely, because of their circumstances, to do something unethical just because of where they're at. And so whenever you sound needy in all of your outreach, people don't want to work with you. It also signals that if you don't have any clients, why would they want to work with you? This is another lever that's really important. It's like, it talks about it in Influence by Robert Cialdini, where it's like people tend to do what everyone else is doing. And so if subconsciously people understand that no one else is working with you, well, and you're needy, what are they going to do? They're going to like, okay, well, if they're not working with him, I'm not going to work with him. And so no, it doesn't matter how needy you are, how bad you need a client, you cannot show it. You cannot. You must be 100% non-needy. And that won't trigger that. Like, it's almost like an anti-lever. Like, if you do all these things, but you're super needy, like you just ruined everything. The lever goes down. They're not going to work with you because you basically set off that alert in their mind. Like, oh, this person, you shouldn't work with them. So these are like just a few human general levers. The more of these levers that you find, the more you can pull across all of your copy, all your outreach, everything. And so I have like a massive list of like 100 of these, because these are like everything, guys. These are everything. The second thing is niche-specific levers. Now, these are extremely important, and these are specific to the niche that you are attempting to create action from. So these first levers exist across all humans and can be leveraged all the time for anyone, for any piece of copy, any stimuli, anywhere. But they're not extremely powerful yet. But when combined with niche-specific levers, things get insane, okay? And so these are levers that are specific to your niche. And these are here because of the specific mental characteristics of your niche that formed based on their past experience / current situation. And we call these latent conditions. So if you haven't seen the masterclass yet, my copywriting masterclass from like a week ago, you need to go watch it because we go over this in depth. But we're going to show you examples of why this is so powerful and then show you how to like use it in scripts and stuff. But we call these latent conditions. An example would be, you are in the copywriting niche. You're watching a copywriting video from a copywriting like mentor and coach. And so I understand, because I've been in this niche for a long time, some past experience and current situations that you were in. More than likely, you either came from the real world, so you bought Andrew Tate's course because you wanted to get rich. You learned about copywriting, but it didn't teach you how to actually do it. And so you were sold on the idea, but you didn't know how to make it work. So then you started watching YouTube videos. You came across some of the other gurus that didn't really help you. And you finally come across my videos, and now you're watching them learning actual stuff, right? This is a latent condition. And it's not just you. There's thousands of people just like you who probably went through that. Or another example could be, like me, I bought a copywriting program that was very expensive and was a complete letdown. And so I was super sold on the idea, and I want to make this work, but I didn't have the information. So I started looking to YouTube. I started looking for books and researching and doing this on my own. And so I understand that most people have been burned by a high ticket coaching program in this niche, right? So a lot of you guys have either bought one or had friends that like literally tanked their entire year because they bought a program that sucked. And so I know that because I sell a high ticket program, I have to show people, like I show insane testimonials, everything. And I go above and beyond to put my product ahead of everything else I do. Like product is number one because I understand that that's what helps people the most. And I have to overcome like those fears on calls with people and show them like, hey, just because you got burnt once, like don't let that one decision burn you twice. Don't let that one bad decision stop you from making a good decision in the future if a program actually helps you. So these are just small latent conditions from you guys. But let's go over some examples that might like cause you to use different levers. So an example of using a subject line here. Let's say you're reaching out to people who are younger in this online game, kind of like me, right? Your sales page, bro, versus about your sales page. If this is a latent condition, like if your latent condition, if your niche is older, more professional, more like not in this kind of online game, but more in like the real world, then this is going to be better, right? More than likely, because they don't want to see misspelled words. They don't know what UR means. They're old, they're boomers. But if you were sending this to someone like me, a younger internet guru guy, then your sales page, bro, makes a lot more sense, right? Or what about bet, TTYL in the DMs versus thank you, talk soon? Like which one sounds goofy? If you're young, then this sounds perfect. You're matching the voice of who you're talking to. But if you're talking to someone who's older, you have to use this, right? Based on latent conditions. So these don't exist across all humans. These are specific to exactly who you're trying to target. Another example could be a shocked face, super colorful, and AI enhanced thumbnail. If you're targeting 12-year-olds like Mr. Beast. Or it could be a technical, professional looking thumbnail like I'm trying to do, because I'm targeting people who are older than 12 years old. It's always about the latent conditions. Another example could be a free sales page template versus a free email template. If you're giving that away for free value. If your niche already knows about sales pages and they want sales pages, then this is going to be better. But if your niche doesn't care about sales pages, they care about emails, and emails is what they want, then this will be better. You see how it's still using reciprocity? You're still giving something for free, but because you're using reciprocity and you're making it specific to the niche, it becomes powerful. So by learning how to pull human general levers and niche specific levers, you'll be able to create strong stimuli that create massive action from your leads, which means you get to sign a lot of clients. It's all about action. So I want to show you guys like some examples when applied to just outreach emails. 'Cause that's what you guys want, right? You want outreach email scripts. Quick warning before I show you these. If you just like copy the good script, you're going to fail because once again, it has to be specific to who you're reaching out to, and you must think through these things. You must learn how to use these principles on your own. But I do want to give you some examples because that does help. So here's a bad example, right? This is pretty much an exact email I got from someone. It says partnership proposal for KJ. Sounds very professional. I don't really want to partner with anyone. Like it's just not a great subject line. They do personalize it a little bit here, but because everyone can personalize email subject lines, like we just know that it's not even personalized, right? It's just so automated. So hey KJ, is Richard. Already we have an exclamation point. It's a little bit needy. I'm 20 years old, come from New York and do copywriting. I'm the best you'll find. Looks pretty needy to me. I like the confidence, but pretty needy. Also, it's like I don't really care who you are and what you do. And that sounds really really mean, but it's just like if you don't know someone, you just don't care really. And so leading with like, I'm this person, I do this. It's like, okay, why are you reaching out to you? Like, what are you doing for me? And then he goes, I'm writing to you a partnership proposal regarding, think of how old and like goofy that sounds, your YouTube long form content because I looked at your videos and I love them. This seems personalized, but it's not. Like I know that he didn't actually watch my videos. He didn't love them. Here we have a slap in the face, right? I think there's a lot you can improve with my skill and expertise. Pretty much saying my stuff sucks. That's lowering all the value here. This is the anti-reciprocity. You're telling me my stuff sucks? Like, I don't want to work with you. I don't know who you are, right? I'm sure we'll be able to enhance your brand and boost your engagement. This is not niche specific. It's the opposite of this. He's making it super broad. I have no clue what that even means. What does enhance mean? What does brand mean? Like, crazy. Meaning you'll grow your online presence and make more money. Once again, very general. Here's what you'll get from our partnership. Expert video editing. We'll turn your bad editing into the best of your niche. Like, once again, slap in the face. Thumbnail enhancement. We'll create great thumbnails and grab attention, generate views. I don't really care about views. I care about leads. Distribution strategies. We'll write YouTube scripts that hook the viewer. I guarantee 50K in revenue, 100,000 views in 9 days, or you don't pay. I'm not confident in all that this is like an actual thing, right? If you want, I can send over my portfolio, so let me know. Kind regards, Richard. So, no reciprocity being used at all here. No personalization. I feel like they sent this to 1 million people. They just scraped YouTube leads and sent it. Overall, I'm not going to respond to this, right? Not going to respond. It's also not niche specific. It's not specific to me. I don't care about this stuff. I care about leads. I don't care about views. I care about how many people click my form and fill it out, So yeah, let's go over a much better outreach example. So this is like really quickly thrown together just to show you guys an example. Like I said, if you copy this, probably going to fail, but I want you to copy the principles behind it. So your dope funnel, bro. Once again, this is very personalized. It's very specific to me, like a young guy who's working online. I understand what funnel means. It's a very niche specific word. I'm like, you already got my attention. What up, KJ? Once again, a lot less formal, which matches my brand. Just finished scanning through your funnel. I got to say, I love it. Also a big fan that you don't cuss in your vids. Got me wanting to say frick a lot more. LOL. This is great. I already think like, man, this dude is writing this email to me. Like it's personalized to me, which makes me want to read the rest of it because I feel like I owe him because he personalized this. Anyways, I want to show you this email because I'm after seeing the testimonials on your page, I'm confident I can scale your coaching business to 100K a month in the next few months or so, or you don't pay, by the way. So once again, this is cool just because he says after seeing the testimonials on your page, I'm confident. So he's basically complimenting me. Instead of saying my stuff sucks, he's saying, hey, your product is great. I've seen the testimonials. They're insane. I'm confident I can help you do this. But I'm still a little skeptical. So look what he says next. I know that's crazy, but your product looks so good that I know we can make it happen. Once again, a compliment, adding value. But to show you that I'm different from the 20th pitch you received today and justify how I can make such a crazy claim, well, again, this is more niche specific. He understands that, hey, you probably get a lot of these. I made you a custom IG inbound system that you can use to do this by the end of the year without doing this and this. This is very niche specific, and he made something for me. The reciprocity is crazy. I want to check this out because I feel like I have to. He made it for me. So I recorded a quick Loom going over this. Loom, there you go. Oh, if you're wondering if I got any proof, I recently helped this person scale to this much in this many time using their IG. And would love to chat with more of you. Let me know if you're free in the next few days. Very non-needy. There's no crazy explanation points. There's no I don't feel like he's super needy for this. I feel like this was just a valuable email. Like I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I received it. I'm going to check out his Loom, see what's going on. But yeah, guys, this is a good example. Once again, you must learn how to pull mental levers. If you can do that, you can create action. Create action gets people to take the next step with you, meaning you get more money. If you can create action from your clients, you can create action for their clients. Clients meaning you can sell more stuff. So yeah, collect mental levers, learn how to pull them, and you will be on your way to making a lot of money with this skill. If you haven't seen the copywriting masterclass, you should watch that next because that's going to show you how to use these niche specific levers in depth. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Go make some money for me, and I'll see you guys later.